Yeah. Hello, I'm Nate. I've been studying Japanese through the AJAT method for about 1 year on the dot today, actually. Yeah, and I wanted to share my experiences, kind of keep this as like a log of where I'm at, where I'm feeling right now in AJAT, and kind of to give back to the community. Maybe have one person look at this video and be like, huh, maybe I should start, or people that are younger in the AJAT process kind of look at this as like, okay, this is what one person experienced because I do think that AJAT is pretty underlocked. Like, there's not a lot of consensus of how things should go. And so I'm just wanted to hear to share my experiences, see um, how things are at right now. So, just gonna start with the start. So I started studying in AJAT or I started studying Japanese because I just wanted to start learning Japanese, right? And I just went through a few videos uh, at Matt vs Japan's channel, and he just was like, "Oh, AJAT." Now he's not like that anymore, but if you caught him 1 year ago, he had some AJAT stuff up, and he was like, "This is the way to go." And then all of the other methods that was based around immersion learning at the time kind of seems like lackluster, in my opinion. No offense to the people that do it, but I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be like 100%. Like, I want to learn as quick as possible. I'm super impatient, so, and this just clicked with me and my personality because I just have a very addictive personality. So I was like, okay, we're gonna run with this and we're gonna go. So I started Japanese October 11th in 2021. And so a year ago, my habits were very poor. I played video games a lot. I ate very poor. I had a poor sleep schedule. I didn't study a lot in school. And so all of this kind of made I don't know, it made my life very easy and kind of less fulfilling. And so I compare that to now, like I eat very well. I study very well. I have a good sleep schedule. I exercise 6 times a week, right? And so I feel like the seeds of AJAT and the seeds of discipline and determination and um how would you put it, habit stuck, and that's what really changed my life from me at 16 years old to me now. I do think that beyond learning Japanese there's still something to be taken out of AJAT, so I just wanted to put that aside and just kind of speak about how the mindset and mentality of AJAT is not just about Japanese, and it just kind of affected how I learned about things and how I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do because it's possible. As long as you just kind of give it the attention and motivation that you want to do, it's possible. It's completely possible to teach yourself anything. I believe that completely now, that you can just teach yourself anything, even if it's in a university course, yada, 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 right? And so going back, going forward, let's go to setbacks. So for me, I've had lots of setbacks in Asia. I'm not gonna say like I'm Katsumoto too, and I'm coming. This is the second coming of Katsumoto here. I'm not gonna say that. I have not Asiated every single day. I have done Japanese every single day though. I've done my flashcards every single day, but I have not squeezed seconds out of my life. I have had days where I didn't immerse. I've had stuff that comes up where I couldn't put a much that much attention into Japanese that AJAT requires. But um, most days I did. So just want to put that out there that most days is in like more than 95% of the days. There are very few days that I didn't do it, so it's not like a life sentence of Japanese every single day. It's okay, you have to understand your limits. You gotta work with yourself because at this end of the day, if you kind of treat Japanese as a punishment, you're gonna feel like it's a punishment, right? You're not gonna want to do it. So, school, I've taken breaks off of immersing because of school and studying and all that type of stuff. And English seeping in is very difficult for me. So if I don't find engaging content for myself, I see that eight English songs and English media kind of creep back in, like social media kind of creep back in, and it's very hard to keep the Japanese train going and keep immersing because you're not finding that engagement that you are finding in English media at the time, right? So that's important to say, like, oh, well, I just really want to do like watch English stuff. Well, just find something that's engaging for yourself, right? And so going back to Mark 2 of my setbacks, failures. So I failed at something, and that's kanji, right? I have I've tried to do RTK for, I've tried to do RTK 4 times. I haven't completed it. I know how to write around 1,800 kanji, and I know that in RTK 3 and plus 1 has like over 3,000. So I'm not like perfect AJATTer. I completely understand that. Um, but I know how to write kanji. If you show me a kanji, I'll be able to write it. Like, I know all of the nuances between the kanji. I can read a kanji, it doesn't look like a bunch of scribbles to me anymore. And I can even, like, I can read way more than I can write from memory, right? And so, just wanted to get that out of the way. And so, my position in my Japanese, so my understanding for Japanese is that I can do whatever I want in Japanese. Like, if I want to read a book, I'll be able to understand meaning. Like depends on the book, of course. But like if you just pick up a random book, I'll be able to like write about it and like I'll be able to understand a lot about it. I'm not gonna say 100%, but I would say like 95% of the no average book. And so anything on TV, I probably understand around like 98%. Um, But if I play like Ghost of Tsushima, it's about like a game about like samurai and it uses like older Japanese, I would understand a lot less. So that's where I'm at with my Japanese, right? And so I'm 17, I just graduated high school and entered college recently, right? And so I met with the Japanese professor that works at my university. Or I shouldn't say university, or I shouldn't say college, I should say university, right? And my university professor, I talked to them, and I was like, I spoke Japanese with them, and they're from Japan, and they said that I've passed all of the courses that I could possibly take, and I have like up to year 4 Japanese in my university. So that feels like very good to kind of be like, okay, in 1 year, I've like passed like what it takes for 4 years. And so that's awesome. Um, yeah, so my Japanese understanding is pretty well, or pretty good. I immersed a fair bit, I would say. And yeah, and then this last bit, I guess, is like I wanted to thank Phantom Madman and Aussie Man for just like existing because those two people were like my guiding posts on how to have a normal life and do Japanese. And they were very inspirational for me. If they weren't in the community, I think I wouldn't be this far into Japanese as I am. So I just wanted to thank them. And I just wanted to clarify one thing at the end of this video is that I didn't put a lot of emphasis into kanji, but the emphasis that I took from kanji, I put into accent. So I put a lot of emphasis and attention into pitch accent and intonation in Japanese. So I think that my accent's actually pretty good. Um, I can say like people ask me if I'm Japanese all the time, but that doesn't mean anything because all Japanese people will just lie to you. So um, yeah, that's where I kind of put my attention. And I do think that if you want to learn Japanese, you could pick between like accent or like literal, like theoretical, basically accent or like word knowledge, vocabulary, right? You gotta kind of pick a focus. You can do both, of course, but I think you should pick a focus and like uh just keep going at it. And so I hope to see you guys at 2 year mark, maybe 1.5 year mark. And so I just wanted to say my goals before I go is that I wanted to immerse more because I haven't gotten an MP3 player and I want to buy an MP3 player soon. So I want to do that. I want to double my vocabulary or more. I want to complete RTK, but we'll see how that happens because I don't really care. But, and I want to go to Japan because I've never been to Japan so far and have a good accent. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching and yeah, you guys do good on your immersion, do good on AJAT, get all your goals done, get all your Anki reps in, right? And I'll see you guys in a year or so.